So after the control box, this is the emergency button. The name itself says that it is pressed during the emergency. So this button is pressed when the patient gets stuck into the equipment. So our emergency button is present, one in the unit. So you can see it here. Another one is present in the control box, and this is here. So now I'll tell you how to operate this button. So once the patient strikes, you have to press the emergency button then and then. So it is shown here now. Next thing is you have to put one hand into the compression area, another one on the top, and you have to drag it up like this. So once you're pulling the button, the compression automatically goes upward and you can release the patient who has been stuck. Next thing is, once the emergency button has been pressed, you can see this thing displayed on the monitor. So to reset the button again to its original position, you have to twist the button to clockwise direction like this, and then automatically you are going to get the error message, and you have to follow the instruction, and then our machine will be again reset to its original position. Up next, this is a standby display. It is present below or above the equipment, and this gives us the following information as you can see in the screen. So -1 degree indicates the angle, at what angle our tube is been inclined. Next, 40 mm, this indicates the thickness about the tissue which has been compressed, so that this is the thickness of the compressed tissue. Next, 74 N, this allows us the compression pressure, that is how much pressure we have applied on the tissue. Next is in the below you can see Mrs. Mammo, this indicates the patient name. So Mrs. X, the tube is inclined to -1 degree. Once we have compressed the tissue, it is at 40 m, and finally we are applying a pressure of 74 Newton. Next in the side you can see the P button, and this P button means that the movement, rotation of the equipment has been stopped as the compression is above 30 Newton. So this is a compression unit. So what is the purpose of compression? This will allow the breast tissue to be spread uniformly. So once we spread the tissue uniformly, what happens? The thickness of the tissue has been reduced, and once the thickness is reduced, we can minimize the unwanted dose to the tissue. As this is a sensitive tissue, we also have to protect it and limit the doses. So that is all about the function of compression paddle. So you can see here, this is the compression carrier port. So what you have to do is, once you put the compression paddle, you will be hearing a clicking sound. Once you hear the click sound, that means your compression paddle is in its position. To remove the compression paddle, you have to press the here, and then automatically the compression paddle will come out. Be careful when you are placing the compression paddle and removing it, because it is a very sensitive equipment. So that's all for the topic for the day. Stay tuned with us. Thank you all.